Hello, I'm Bood FM and welcome to the channel and welcome to the American Premier League. This is not a Let's Play or a series. It's going to be a one-off episode where I just take you through a database I've created. Now, if you're an old-time subscriber, you'll have seen the APL. I did it on FM20 and I did it on FM18. Last year, I didn't do it, but I do love it, so I brought it back again this year. Each time I do it, it's a little bit different. I think this time it's probably my best version. The most simple version. It should be a lot of fun to play. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to go through it and I'm just going to show you what it's about, how it works, and see if you enjoy it enough to have a go yourself. So what I'm going to do as well is down below there will be a graphics pack, because some of the teams don't have kits, and obviously there's all the new competitions, have new logos, all the new trophy graphics. I'll put them all in a file for you to download. I'm also going to make available 2 save files for now. I am going to release it as a database on Steam, but not yet. I want to see if you guys can pick up anything I've done wrong. I've done loads of testing on it, and I keep finding things wrong. But I think I've got to a point now where I reckon it's probably 99.9% okay. But there's always something, isn't there? So I just thought we'd test it together, but I think it should be sound. I think it'll be a brilliant thing to play. Because I love America, I love the States, and I think a lot of us like the idea of playing Football Manager there, but the whole system with the contracts and the MLS and the salary cap annoys me. So all I've done is restructure the entire country financially and just how everything works, basically. So yeah, we're going to go through it. Hopefully you enjoy it enough to smash the like button. Please smash that like button, help support me. If you want to really support me, you can always pledge to my Patreon. You'll find a link to that and everything else down below in the description. But as always, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with me. So let's begin. I'm going to start in a season's time. It's a summer of 2020. The reason being, I believe, whenever you create a new system for a country, be it America, Gibraltar, anything like that, it takes time for these things to bed in, and they always get better the longer you play them. So I didn't want to just start at the very beginning. I wanted to see what happened that first season. So this is the first save file I'm going to release. So you'll be able to start at this exact point. But obviously, we're in the United States of America. It's one of the biggest countries in the world, and if they did take soccer serious, they'd probably be the best at it. I mean, they take it serious for the women, and they're probably the best at it. So the rest of the world, really, probably lucky they don't take it as serious as we all do. But we are now in this universe when we're taking it very, very seriously. Now you'll see there, if you look at the competitions, we have a whole new load of competitions. All the old ones are gone, but I will say if your team or team you take over has won the MLS, that trophy's still there. It still counts. It's still in your cabinet, but all the old competitions are gone. This is it. This is the new system. And yeah, I love this, me. I do love playing in the APL. This going around the States, New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and then all these other random places. It's brilliant. One of the places you might end up going, hopefully, is to Washington, because I've created a national stadium. Now, I've created a national stadium just from experience. Now, you can have it where they travel all over the country. It's a big country. But for some reason, despite all the amazing stadiums in this country and on the game, there's a lot. They always go and play in small stadiums. So we've got a national stadium, the USA Megadome, based in Washington. That's for the national team and all the cup finals, really. So I think we'll just get through it now and start looking at what's what. And we'll start here with the Premier League. Now, don't forget there's been a season, so some teams have gone down, some teams have gone up. But it is what it is. It's a lot of fun, hopefully. You'll see we've got the old APL logo there. We've also got, that's the new trophy, the new APL trophy. And DC United, who would have had Wayne Rooney, I think, for a bit, they won the very first title. Now, if we look at the rules, they're pretty simple. I've not gone silly. We're not doing any stupid playoff championship NFL kind of stuff like I've done in the past. If you win the league, you're the best team, you're the champion. It's that simple. Bottom 3 get relegated. There's 20 teams in the Premier League, so it's just like the English Premier League. The prize money is pretty good. If you win it, you get 35 million and it starts dropping all the way down. If you finish bottom, you still get a decent amount, 37 million. The league's split up by goal difference, results between 2 teams after that. If you do get relegated, you will get a £25 million parachute payment, which I think is pretty good. And just like in the English Premier League, the top 4 teams go into the Champions League. The only difference is that without any other competitions, only the North American Champions League, if someone wins the cup, the National Cup, they'll get a spot, so only the top 3 teams will go up. So if you finish 4 and a team below you wins the cup, they're going to steal your Continental Cup spot. When it comes to everything else, it's pretty simple, man. I've not gone silly. We have got VAR and goal line technology. You'll get a 1-match ban after your 4th yellow card, 1-match ban after a red card. There's no work permits. So if you want, you can get players from anywhere, or you can try and promote your own American players. You can have 99 players in your squad, so there's no restriction on numbers. And that's pretty much it. I've kept it really simple. It should be really fun, standard subs and so on. So yeah, I'm happy with it, and it's the same throughout the leagues. Now looking at the stadiums, and already there's changes. Now a lot of these teams have their own stadiums, but they're not that good. And for some reason, and it's always been this way, Football Manager still makes stadiums. So all the big NFL stadiums are on the game doing nothing. Some are in the MLS, some are not. So you'll see like FC Dallas now play at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, so on and so on. Now both the LA teams have got their own stadiums, but because they have got their own purpose stadiums, all I've done is with a few of these kind of clubs, is give them the ability to improve them stadiums if you want, to go up to like 50, 60,000. So I'm guessing after that first season, both LA teams are doing that. So they're both sharing the Coliseum, which is empty. That's what I mean. All these famous old American stadiums are on the game. So they'll be sharing this season while they build their new ones. So you got the Red Bulls at the MetLife and so on. Especially this top division, the top 2 divisions, you'll see some very famous, old school, massive stadiums. So some facilities are like out of this world. On to the awards, and you'll see a blank one there, and it wasn't blank yesterday. This is the beauty of using the editor. Sometimes things are just a bit strange. That is Manager of the Year. So I haven't gone too overboard with these awards. There's not monthly awards. We're going to have end of season awards, and the exact same awards going throughout the league system. Just depends on what league you're in, depends on what the reputation is for that award. So obviously we've got Defensive Player of the Year, obviously Best Defender. We have Manager of the Year. I don't know what happened there. All-Star Team, so that's the best team of the season. We've also MVP, so that's like just the best player. We've also got Players Player, they vote on that. Rookie of the Year, obviously the youngest player. And then I've got a top goal scorer. Zlatan's still there, isn't he? So that's brilliant. So they're basically, honestly, the same awards for every league. Now obviously I wanted to put a massive cash injection into America, especially at the top flight. So not only did they get good prize money, and they get about 75 million each in TV money, I give them a decent amount in the bank in the Premier League, so they can start building good squads to compete. And I wanted to do a first year so I could show you the initial lot of transfers, and you'll see straight away they're buying some top players. Now what I've also done to give a little bit of it's a tax incentive really, is I've changed the tax rules in the United States. So you only pay 10% tax on what you earn. So if you're going up against someone from England, a Man United player, and you're offering 300 grand and Man United are offering 300 grand, they're probably going to choose you because they're going to get more money out of their wage, aren't they? Not 40%, 50% tax or something. But you'll see that's the first season. So straight away they're going to start bringing in top players. So if you want to start off in the Premier League, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be challenging straight away. And it's up to you. I mean, that's what I've hopefully done with this. Is each league is going to give you a different sort of challenge depending on what kind of player you are. Next up, we've got the Championship. Now, after Mexico, it's the third best league in North America. I've kept the Mexican division as the second best. I had to. And again, there's some great teams here. And there's some teams I really like the idea of. Inter Miami, actually, I started them in the top division. They must have got relegated. But then they didn't have many players, so you know they would have had to build a squad from scratch. Teams like Austin look pretty cool. Indy 11. We've got a couple of the Canadian teams as well. Don't forget, if you are a Canadian team, no matter what division you're in, you're always going to have a great chance. Well, you've got a chance every year of getting into the Champions League because they have their own little separate tournament with the other Canadian teams back in Canada. But straight away, you see some of these teams and the class, and every team's got logo kits. So yeah, I mean, you can go wherever you want with a million different kinds of challenges. When it comes to the rules, it's simple. It's just like England. Top two teams go up, next four go into a playoff. Money's decent as well, better than in England. Nothing like the Premier League, but it's still going to give you a good start because all these teams are starting from kind of scratch. A lot of them, they need to up the quality. We want to get as much quality into the States as possible. So in like 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 seasons, it's going to be like great system, great teams, lots of great players. It'll settle down a bit. Now there are 22 teams, so you're going to be playing more games. It's probably the biggest challenge actually, being in the Championship or the one below. That's where you're going to be playing the most games really. But all the rules, everything else, exactly the same. The third tier is called the USSL Division 1. I haven't mentioned it yet, but USSL is a former league. I've just nicked the title, changed the logo. I think it's United States Soccer League. So yeah, this is Division 1 after one season. Montreal were with it, they've gone up. Again, loads and loads of great teams. Like loads of great teams. Got like Thunder Bay Chill, who are actually based in Canada. New Orleans Jesters. There's Las Vegas somewhere. I think they're, oh, there they are. There's Las Vegas. So great teams. And the rules are the same. Exactly the same when it comes to promotion and relegation. If you do get relegated from the Championship, the division above, you will get a parachute payment if you come down into this division. It's only $2.5 million, but you know it might help pay the bills. 22 teams again, same amount of games again. You're going to be playing a lot of games. I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, prize money is okay. You're getting a good few million, which is decent. Getting down the bottom though, this is when it's going to start getting tough, and especially if you get relegated. If you do get relegated, you will get a parachute payment of £1 million. Generous. Last but not least, we've got the USSL Lower League. Now, I did contemplate calling it Second Division, but I thought, no, it's a lower league. And in the past, I've made this hard to get out of. I haven't now. It's simple. It's 15 teams. You're not going to play that many games. It's going to be quite an easy season, really. Again, you'll find out why soon, but top 2 can go up. Then there's a playoff. There's no relegation, although there is a division below. I've created a non-league for all the other teams are just okay. They're out there. I've kind of improved some of the facilities. So they're out there basically so you can do some links with them, maybe send some players out to play for them, maybe even find some players from them if you're in this division, because when you get up to that top division, you're looking at reputation points for your team starting anywhere from 9,000 going down to about 7. When you get down into this division, you're looking at about 3.5 to 4, which is like Division 2 in England / non-league. So you're not going to be pulling in these big players from abroad like you are in the Premier League or maybe the Championship. Your reputation won't let you. It's going to be about finding good American players or maybe a little gem from Canada or Mexico. And you're not going to have the finances. Money's not appalling, but you're not going to have that big money. And again, the rules pretty simple when it comes to everything, apart from obviously playing less games. You're only going to be playing 28 games in the league. Obviously, prize money. If you win the league, you only get $1 million, and it's it's nothing like the top divisions, like peanuts really. But that's what it is. The different challenges. If you want to go straight in at the top, buying top players, challenging, getting in the Champions League, that's fair enough. You can go in at the middle if you want, all different kinds of clubs. And each club has different visions. Some clubs are going to want you to buy top players. Some are going to want you to promote their own players. Some are going to want you to sign young players, so on and so on. Some have got chairmen, some have got presidents. So, it's something for everyone. Now, the main cup is the Kobe Cup. I've named it the Kobe Cup like I have on previous versions of the APL because he's the most capped player. And the Kobe Cup sounds cool. So this is like the FA Cup, but only the APL and the 2 other divisions below it can play in it. The lower league does not enter the Kobe Cup. This is for the top 3 divisions. It's just simple, a knockout round. You go through it, you get to the final, you quid some money. The higher you get in the competition, if you win it, awesome. And if you do win it and you don't finish in the top 4, you get a Champions League spot. Next up we have the USSL Cup. This is for the bottom 3 divisions. So it's everyone apart from Premier League teams. And it's the same. Obviously a lot less money if you win it, a lot less money as you go through the rounds. But it's the same format. It's just, if you're in that bottom league, this is the only chance you'll get to win a cup. You won't get a continental spot, but you could get some silverware, and that's always a good thing. Now, of course, we have like a Super Cup, a Charity Shield, Community Shield. It's called the USA Soccer Shield. It is what it is. Pretty simple. The winner of the Premier League plays the winner of the Kobe Cup at the start of every season. I won't go through them all, but you've got under 21s and under 18s, and they've all got their own divisions where they can go up and down and all that good stuff as well. So you can promote your kids and hopefully get a good youth team if you want, and they've got their own league system to play in as well. Now I've jumped 5 years into the future, and already just looking at this, I've already spotted a couple of mistakes. Maybe you have already. So the versions I'm going to put out there for you to have a go of won't be these exact ones. I'm going to have to redo them because, yeah, you do that many changes. I mean, I must have done 12,000 individual changes on this database. I mean, it took me a long time. You don't think it does, but there's so many little things go into it. So there's a couple of things I need to tweak, but it is what it is. So yeah, we jump forward 5 years. I'm just going to give you a quick idea of how it develops a bit. Now, obviously, the big teams up there are going to win it. These guys have got, it's similar to in England where you've got, and Germany. So these big teams got big commercial income. You're going to try and fight your way up into it. It's always going to be a challenge, but then that is the challenge. I'm doing it at the minute on a series called the Munchen Club, which is about to end. And I'm competing for the title. I've not won it yet, but I'm competing for it. And I have a commercial income of like 3 million, and Bayern Munich have a commercial income of 200 million. So you're fighting against them, but you can do it, and that's always the challenge. So it depends if you want loads of money or a bit of money or no money. It's up to you, man. But yeah, this is the Premier League in 5 years. And some of the players in this league now are like top quality. If we just run through some of the transfers, I mean, you can have a look for yourself. You probably recognise some of these names. Don't get me wrong, some are like leaving America as well. But yeah, I mean, it's big money in the Premier League, like big money. Look, Sancho's come from Dortmund, gone to Atlanta. That's what Atlanta are good anyway. They're always good. LA are good. I mean, look at some of the names. It excites me. That's what I want. You want it to grow into the whole point of it. You want the Premier League to be, the APL to be the best league in the world. Go back to the lower leagues and you'll see the values. So you're not going to be getting big time players, and they all seem to buy players off each other. I mean, they're starting to get a bit of money here, but again, they're still buying players off each other. Probably loaning players off each other as well. So yeah, it's up to you, man. What you want to do, and whatever you do, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you feel about it, how it's playing for you, what kind of challenge you've took on. I just want to share with you actually now some of my favourite clubs, and it's not the big ones. The team I fancy I'm going to go with personally is Las Vegas Lights. Now, the Las Vegas team I've used in the past is sort of a team, but they're not as big as these in real life. So I've used the proper Vegas team this time. And I've put them in. If you're a fan of the NFL, you might know that the Oakland Raiders have moved to Las Vegas and become the Las Vegas Raiders. It's got this amazing stadium, and it's yours. Got a roof on it. It's amazing. So I'd say the Las Vegas Lights are a good one. Now, I have to say Inter Miami, just because it's David Beckham's new team. I like the look of them. They start off actually in the Dolphins Stadium. I put them there, but then they've gone back to Miami Freedom Park because they're now building their own at this moment in time. 90,000 seater stadium. I love it. I love it. So I'd say Inter Miami because they're new. Now, some of my big favourites are definitely New York Cosmos, Tampa Bay Rowdies, and Fort Lauderdale Strikers, because they're all from the old school American soccer system when Pele and George Best played out in the States. Now, if you're Scottish and you're a Celtic fan, these are a great team. San Francisco Glens, they look very Celtic here. They've got the similar logo and so on. They play at the 49ers Stadium. They need to be improved. And I just think, if you are a Celtic fan, it's a great team to play. But don't feel left out if you're a Rangers fan, because you guys could take over Swope Park Rangers. I don't know if they're modelled on Rangers, but they do feel like they are out in Kansas City. So honestly, there's so many cool teams with cool logos and cool kits playing in fantastic places around the States. It really should be a great league and system and country to play in now. And here we are on LA Galaxy. They're probably the most successful team in the States. You'll see all the old school stuff is still there. Even the old school Champions League, the old version they won in 2000. This is the new version, and they've already won 3. They've actually won 3 out of the last 4, and you'll see as soon as the APL kicks off in 2020, it's bye-bye Mexican teams winning it, hello American teams. So you've got Seattle, LA, Atlanta, and then Galaxy have won the last 2. And also, once the league starts to go, not only do better players come, but better managers come. And these are all the best managers arranged by their reputation in America at the minute. Now, I didn't change any. I've done it in the past where I've brought players like Ronaldo over or put Jose Mourinho at different teams. I've not done anything like that. I filled a few holes at the beginning, left a few jobs open, and I just wanted it to be natural. I wanted it to just be a natural process. I don't want to force these guys over. We've got Zidane, I can see Luis Enrique, Thierry Henry's here, or Cocu, Deschamps. So there's some, good managers. But you can also eventually dip your toe into international football. This is not the old America. This is a new America. New facilities, a new focus on soccer. So you're going to have all the new facilities and clubs creating better regions. Better regions hopefully mean a better national team. And you can maybe have a try, 8 years, 10 years into it, at winning a World Cup. And 5 years into it, we've started to get some American teams dint the top 50 in the club rankings. Galaxy are the 4th biggest team now in the world. And it's just because they're playing in a proper league, like an actual league. And look how many teams: Seattle, Portland, you've got Atlanta, LA, FC. It's an American takeover. And not only that, it is joint top with the La Liga and the EPL, the English Premier League. So it's, a top league. Now, if you're wondering why Mexico's there, well, I did give Mexico a boost. I also gave the teams a bit better facilities. Same with Canada, really. I didn't want to be playable, but I wanted the two countries that surround the states to create a little bit of a better quality player for you if you want to, have a wider range of players, and also to have a bit more competition maybe when you do go into the Champions League. And just a quick look at possibly the best player at the minute, a regen player, Tommy Ruiz, who plays for Cincinnati. Actually started live at the Red Bulls, but he's at Cincinnati now, and he's he's a good player. Scores goals, could still improve. He's a wonder kid, only 19, and there's a few like this. And this is what I mean. You let it bed in a good maybe 8 years, and players like Tommy are going to be in his early 20s, and this whole generation might, you might win a World Cup. So there we go. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and most importantly, try it out for yourself. Like I said, the save files I'm going to put down below aren't going to be the ones we just looked at. I need to change a few things, like the Kobe Jones Cup. I've got to put an S on that. Little things like that get on my tits. So I just want to rectify a few things, but it should still be pretty much the same. Like I said, let me know what you think about it down below. If you do download it and play it, let me know who you're going to be, what challenge you're going to do, how's it going for you. Honestly, let me know everything. If you notice anything as well, please get in touch with me. You can find me in the comments of the video or on Twitter if you want. You can email me as well. Links for everything, including my Patreon, are down below. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. That's the main thing. It's all about having fun in the States, man. Playing in these amazing cities and amazing stadiums and growing something special, something different than the norm. And I always think, but at this time, the game's nearly 6 months old, 5 months old, something like that. You're getting bored. You want something different. You want something fresh. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is for you. So honestly, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you tune in to the end of the Munchen Club, because it's coming pretty soon. And make sure you check out my Journeyman, and make sure you stay subscribed, because I've got lots of one-offs coming. Once the Munchen Club's done, I'll have a lot more time to do some story videos and a few other little bits and bats. So yeah, thank you. Stay safe, stay happy. If you ever want to talk to someone, you can talk to me or talk to anyone. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.